Hello and welcome to the WBAP 820 570 KLIF Weather Podcast from the Cumulus Broadcast Center in Dallas-Fort Worth. I'm Chief Meteorologist Brad Barton. Glad you're with us today. After a windy and cooler weekend, we're going to have a windy warming trend across Texas over the next couple of days through at least Tuesday into Wednesday morning, and then we're actually hoping for some much-needed rain on Wednesday, but there's a pretty good chance we're going to have some strong, potentially severe thunderstorms near us, at least near us, Wednesday night, if not in this area. Let's check the early morning visible satellite loop. Wow, what a clear day across Texas. So clear, you can actually see the Texas lakes, the little dots of blue there. So it's a clear day across Texas, beautiful day. A little bit of cloudiness down in the lower Rio Grande Valley and along the coast, but that's just about it. Now let's take a look at the national radar. You can see a little bit of snow in down East Maine, a little snow moving off of Boston this morning, pretty routine. A little snow from Wisconsin moving into Chicago this morning, and some also from Kentucky across the Blue Ridge Mountains. They had snow flurries in the Washington, D.C. area Monday morning. Back to the west, a little snow in Montana moving into North Dakota, and then you can see additional rain and snow moving in on the Pacific Northwest. That is an upper-level storm system that is going to be figuring in our weather forecast within the next 48 hours. Here is the 500 millibar North American forecast model. Take a look at the large upper-level storm system. It moves in across Oregon and then dives southeast through Las Vegas and then on into the desert southwest headed toward Texas on Wednesday. Now, timing and placement of this upper-level low is likely to shift a little bit between now and then. That'll certainly affect where the thunderstorm development will initiate in Texas on Wednesday, but that's something we're going to have to watch pretty carefully, especially during the Wednesday evening period. We think in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, that seems to be the most likely time to see strong to severe thunderstorms, and then that's going to be a pretty significant weather event moving across the Midwest, especially for mid-February. Now let's put the same North American model up, but this is predictive radar. This is what the model predicts the radar will look like in the coming 2 days. Rain and snow across the Pacific Northwest today, and some big snows in the central Rockies tomorrow. And then another area of kind of some mixed precip from the Great Lakes back into the plains, followed by some significant rains in the deep south. But we could have mixed precip across the Panhandle Wednesday, rain farther south, and a few strong thunderstorms from North Texas into the Arklatex into Thursday morning. This particular model ends at sunup Thursday. And that's what we're going to have to watch for, the storms Wednesday night into possibly Thursday morning. Here's where the Storm Prediction Center thinks storms are most likely to develop and could possibly become severe late Wednesday. So from basically Fort Hood on up to about Little Rock, and then including a lot of north and northeast Texas, southeastern Oklahoma, and northwestern Louisiana. That's where the bad weather is going to be. And this, again, is slated for Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. Here are the surface map projections for first Monday. You see the rain and snow moving inland in the Pacific Northwest, the rain moving out of New England today. Moving on to Tuesday, snow increases across the northern tier of states, the northern Rockies, with very gusty winds across West Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico. That's high fire danger there because of very gusty winds and very dry conditions. Moving on into Wednesday, there you can see the big storms over north and east Texas. That's the same area that we saw for severe weather. We'll touch on that again in just a moment. Mixed precip back to the north across the plains, maybe up in the Panhandle. Big snows in the Rockies, and of course significant rains now moving through the Ohio Valley down into the deep south. Once again, let's take a look at the severe weather projection from the Storm Prediction Center. This is for Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Now this severe weather risk area from the Storm Prediction Center, this is 2 days out. Tomorrow, Tuesday morning, we will put up the new severe weather projection for north, central, and northeast Texas, which will be more refined, far more specific, and we'll have that up for you tomorrow on both the WBAP and KLIF weather web pages. That's tomorrow morning. We'll also follow that through on Wednesday as well. So here's our forecast. Sunny, breezy, and warm today with a high near 70, southwest winds 10 to 20. A beautiful Monday except for the fire danger. Clear and cool tonight, low near 45. Then mostly sunny, windy, and warm tomorrow with a high of 69 as Gulf moisture finally comes in on south winds, 15 to 30 and gusty. Low tomorrow night just in the upper 50s. Wednesday, we'll start off with some scattered showers of Gulf moisture, maybe in the morning, and then scattered storms afternoon or evening. Some of the storms could be severe, and all modes of severe weather are going to be possible with this upper-level storm system, especially with that negative tilt as it kicks out to the east, especially on the bottom. The high Wednesday could be 70 to 72, depending on rain. The low will be 45 after the front comes through. through. Winds out of the south 20 to 30 and gusty. Thursday will be clearing, windy, and cooler with a high near 50 and a low near 30. Northwest winds 20 to 30 and gusty. And then sunny and cool also on Friday with a high probably about 55 degrees and lows will be in the mid-30s. Thank you very much for joining us today for the WBAP KLIF Weather Podcast from the Cumulus Broadcast Center in Dallas-Fort Worth. I'm meteorologist Brad Barton.